Mandilalji. He's a retired principal from the Engineering College of Gujarat Technical University. He attended UHV introductory in 2015 at the Atmiya College. That is a 5 days workshop. And he attended UHV 2 online in May 2024 and UHV 3 in July 2024. He is a co-facilitator in the face-to-face FDPs now. He attends the, he is a volunteer in many of the online activities of UHV, and he has volunteered in the recently concluded international conference also, has been participating in the panel discussion of education. So with this, I welcome Dr. Amipara Mandala Bhaiya for his sharing in the morning session. Bhaiya, over to you. Thank you.
Namaste Sunil Bhaiya, Namaste Gopal Bhaiya, Namaste to all of my co-explorers. Thank you Bhaiya for the introduction. Let me briefly introduce myself. I am Dr. Amipara, born and brought up in middle-class family in Gujarat. I am blessed with 2 daughters. Elder one is a commerce graduate and son-in-law has his own business, settled in Rajkot. Younger daughter is a doctor and son-in-law is IT engineer. They are settled in Pune. I am settled finally in Junagadh, in Gujarat. I did double graduation, science and engineering, master and PhD in EC engineering. Made Baroda is my karma bhumi. For more than 20 years, I worked in R&D. Subsequently, switched over to academy and worked for 17 years. I retired as a principal of engineering college from GTU. My UHV journey started in 2015. I could envisage the potential and depth in the concept, but initial progress in the self-development was very slow. Process, as I understood, was meant for the students and started implementing for students and also in the society to a certain extent. After about 5 years practice, decided to refresh the same and did 5 days course in year 2020 and realized that it is more for the self-development. Again, did refresher course UHV 2 and also attended UHV 3 at IIT Kanpur. Presently doing volunteership in the face-to-face co-facilitatorship multiple times for UHV 1 and 2. As a panelist for online workshop, part of post-FDP feedback analysis team. I worked as a volunteer for international conference, attending volunteer regional level meetings, attending morning sessions both English and Hindi since 8th batch. I am a part of English to Gujarati translation team. My inner journey is going on. I firmly believe it is never ending throughout the life span. Some practices and experiences with students and family I explained during my earlier exploration in 8th and 9th batch, which I am not repeating. Now coming to the exercise 1, step 1, I am able to observe self by self towards my imagination, that is desired thought and expectation without any reaction. Step 2, after UHV with right understanding, wrong desires and unnecessary imaginations stopped by natural acceptance based self-awareness. Now think reality or remain neutral. In turn, state of happiness maintains. Step 3. Before UHV, I used to be in a disharmony due to feelings based on a wrong understanding, mainly thinking self-centered and also body as a self. Now I understood that body and self are two different entities and coexist. Also, now able to understand others' point of view and observing that other self may have their own competency and reasons to behave their own way. Why should I feel bad inside me? This feel of opposition does not arise, and harmony and happiness maintained. Step 4. I am able to understand that all the feeling decided by myself and I am 100% responsible for its outcome. Step 5. Earlier, before UHV, situation and surroundings used to drive the feelings due to preconditioning and leads to a reaction. But now started reading and responding only necessary feelings and avoiding unnecessary sensing. Thus, with natural acceptance based right understanding, I am either responding or ignoring the feelings. This keeps me happy and in harmony. Step 6A. I am practicing natural acceptance based relationship, harmony, and coexistence. Can't say achieved fully, but able to do it in majority cases and improving through practices day by day. I believe it is a matter of practice. 6B. I'm exploring within self as happiness is innate nature and able to understand relationship amongst my family, society, and nature as a whole. Also practicing to live in relationship and be in harmony with whole nature. Again, it's a matter of practice and improving day by day. Step 7. I'm able to understand relationship and harmony and trying my best to understand coexistence. It in its completeness with all four levels, that is self, family, society, and nature. Understanding has deepened after UHV 3. So again, it is a matter of practice, and I'm exploring uh, practice and is gone forever throughout the life. Some of the practices recently I've come across in my observations, I would like to share here. Previously, any insect or mosquito sensed on my body, I used to get irritated and feel of opposition gets created. In turn, as a reaction, hand raises to kill. But now, with the feel of relationship, I smoothly drive it away. Normally, during discussion, I put my point of view through the proposal for exploration and self-verification. One more example I would like to cite here. One of my relatives recently, his grandson fell sick and admitted in the hospital. I had gone to see him and to offer my any kind of help if required. During the talking to him, he was showing his unhappiness towards his elder brother, saying that my grandson was serious and he had not asked even once about how he is. He was so angry that prepared to cut off the relations forever. I listened him coolly and told him to consider himself as a proposal to and self-verify. I given him two, three questions. Question one, whether your brother is a doctor. Question two, if he is asking about the health, will he be all right, or there will be an improvement in his health? Question number three, if he has not asked whether health is deteriorated, then I said, it is a proposal. Just think over yourself. If all answers are no, why you should be unhappy and why you should spoil your harmony and relationship. Also think that in past, has he helped when it is required or not? Maybe there could be a unknown reason he could not talk to you, and later on he may talk. I am sure you will get right answer from within. He realized from within and agreed will not take any hurried decision without knowing the situation. Let me cite one more example which I come across. One of my friend and his brother were neighbors. His brother wanted to shift uh, uh, his elsewhere and selling his property. Deal was almost finalized, but the purchaser wanted to visit along with his family before he says yes. During the visit, after seeing the property, they met my friend, a courtesy visit and introduction with a new neighbor. Subsequently, purchaser said that I want to purchase, but price is little high. You give me with a reduced rate. Uh, brother of my friend blamed my friend that he must have instigated for a lower price. Their relationship broken due to this event. The issue was resolved by right understanding. I arranged a meeting of all three and discuss about the talk, proposal and see, try to understand each and every one. Now, through this discussion, misunderstanding is removed and now healthy situation. So these are some of the experiences. Now let us move to the exercise 2. Step 1. I'm able to conceive that self and body are two separate entities and coexist with each other. Also, able to observe that I am in space as well as body in a space. Space between self and body, still I need to experience. Step 2. Exchange of information is occurring between self and body. No physical connection exists or any physical exchange between self and body. I am able to observe sensing from various sources, any external input from environment, other self or internal input from own self, physiochemical event sensed by body within the body, and sensation given to self. Imagination within self in the form of information signal. Step 3. Self is deciding whether to read sensation and whether to respond it. One small example, once a face-to-face workshop discussion online meeting was going on, body has given a sensation about bladder is full. In consideration with the important discussion, self decided not to react immediately uh, and not to read the information. Ignore the sensation temporarily. Step 4. While reading the sensation, I am clear that I am neither sensation nor in the sensation. I am independent to the sensation and thus able to understand a difference between self and body. Step 5. I am interacting either with body or with outside the world by the way of sensing, way of sensation. To reach the sensation, to read the sensation, to give the meaning is my decision. My reaction or response is based on my sanskar. Step 6. When my decision is based on assumption, my assumed sanskar or preconditioning, I may react. And if it is based on right understanding, I respond. Sometimes reaction, sometimes response. My certain preconditioning, which I could improve, explained during 8th and 9th batch, which I am not repeating now. Improving deep sanskar and as and when it pops up. There are some sensation-based sanskar I have identified, but could not resolve yet. I am working on it. Step 7. I am trying to understand and conceive that all pervading space exists. I am in a space, body is in the space, both coexist. But it is long way to go to understand it fully. This is about the exercise 2. I already talked about my UHV volunteering. I am able to follow the steps 1 to 5 clearly in the exercise 1. 6 and 7 still I am practicing and I have to practice more. Similarly, exercise 2 up to steps 5 I am able to follow. 6, 7, 7 still I am working on it. I am able to understand that happiness is innate nature. It is based on the natural character. It is a natural characteristic, and my program is to work inside and to find the happiness from within. So I am focused on that. As far as self-exploration is concerned, I'm trying to practice for every moment, but in a busy day schedule, it gets stripped off and continuous observation missing. Again, draw back myself as soon as I recall. As a social responsibility, I am trying to spread idea and UHV and resolve social issues as and when I come across. My participation for UHV work about 5 hours per day. Thank you. Thank you to all and my gratitude to my all seniors and mentors. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ami Parapaya, for this crisp but exemplified sharing regarding the steps. So you sincerely put forth your experience in this exercises. Thank you so much. So now, before we move on to Gopal Paya's reflections regarding your sharing, we can take one question very quickly. Prashant Paya, namaste. Over to you.
जी जी नमस्ते नमस्ते सभी को अमी पारा भैया वेरी नाइस शेयरिंग सो व्हाट आई फील भैया whenever your word means Ami Para Manilal ji heard by me I am getting somewhat very nice relationship feeling what to do for this physical
we are in a deep relationship भैया
जी जी
we are in a deep relationship and it is deepened during IIT Kanpur.
Okay. Is it self to self or physical facilities?
now this is self to self.
Okay, okay. But whenever we meet, we are calling physical facility. Thank you very much. Namaste Sabiko. You have developed a lot. I am also willing to develop myself. Thank you. Namaste. All the best for
Thank you.
future.
We are learning from each other.
जी 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 थैंक यू नमस्ते सभी को धन्यवाद
Yeah, thank you, Prashant Bhaiya. So I request Gopal Bhaiya to give his comments regarding Ami Para Bhaiya's sharing. Gopal Bhaiya, over to you.
नमस्ते भैया
जी नमस्ते
नमस्ते भैया
जी नमस्ते So very briefly you summed up exercise 1 and 2 and for self development this process is important that you have recognized. Second is participation also. So participation is another way that can help us in the development. So as you said that you are devoting time participating voluntarily in UHV activities and attending morning session and trying to get some time for this process also. And all these together will help us to move towards our sanskar, towards our innate potential. Right. So description wise, everything you have described here very nicely. And when we put proposals to others, this kind of proposal to others, so people start verifying us. So whenever we put proposal, people will start verifying us. So while sharing proposals, it becomes our responsibility to get involved into the process so that we can answer authentically. So ultimately, we need to reach the point when we can say that I have verified these proposals, I have seen this reality, and that's why I am proposing with you. This authentication is required in each one of us while sharing proposals to others. Right? And for that, we need to work for ourselves continuously. And this continuous observation with awareness is purely my decision. It is not time dependent, it is a decision dependent. So once I decide that I need to observe myself with awareness in continuity, then there is a no dearth of time because I am interacting with outside environment, with outside people, with myself every time. And whenever I am interacting outside, my sanskar are included in those interactions. So I need to be continuous awareness in my sanskar level. So this awareness I can have in continuity. This verification I can continue every moment. And with this, we can share this proposal to others also. So you are doing here all these things very well. And the indication would be that am I getting resolved day by day? Am I getting stable day by day? When people deny my proposal, what happens to me? Do I feel comfortable at those moments? These are the points which we can observe in ourselves while sharing with others. So sharing with others and acceptance and rejection of others. This we can see in ourselves, what happens at that moment. So many times we share proposals with others, and when someone denies, what happens in us? That needs to be relooked. So all these things will help us to verify our sanskar. And ultimately, the objective of this exercise is to live a fulfilling life at every moment, even when other people are not accepting my proposals. So this we need to do continuously. We need to be aware in ourselves. We need to verify these proposals every time so that I can live a fulfilling life. And once I am able to ensure this fulfilling life every moment, then I will be independent of other behaviors, or others' comment. I will be living fully with my potential. This is the objective of this whole process. And once I am able to live a fulfilling life, then it will be a natural outcome to share the process, to complement others in this process. This will be a natural outcome because naturally we all want to expand. Naturally, we all want to see harmony. Naturally, we all want to complement others. And all these things will naturally happen as we get resolved inside. So things need to be verified at the level of sanskar, and we all working in this process. And you also share that you are working on yourself and sharing the proposal with others also. So nice, Bhaiya, that you are participating, you are attending morning session, you are sharing proposal, and each time we need to verify what happens while interacting with others, and that is the journey. So thank you, Bhaiya. Best wishes.